What's up, everyone? So this is my daughter, Anna. She is about to be 5 months old. So she's just chilling with me right now while we're at the doctor's office. My son has a checkup, and so my wife is in there with him. They're only allowing one parent, so we're having to sit in the car, and she doesn't like her car seat while we're sitting still, so I have to hold her. But anyways, today is a big day. It's something that I've been looking forward to, and my wife has been looking forward to, and that is my son is finally going back to daycare. Now that he's going to daycare and he's going to be there every day for 8 to 12 hours a day, we'll be able to get things done, because now we're just watching her. It was hard to get anything done unless we found a family member who was willing to watch them for a couple hours while we got stuff done. Most of our days consisted of just watching our kids all day, chasing my son around, feeding them. He hardly took a nap, maybe an hour to 2 hours a day. So most of the day he's up running around, and we're trying to get things done. My wife's going to school, so she's trying to get schoolwork done. We've got 2 businesses we're trying to start, things like that, and it was just no time to really get anything done. Most of the things we wanted to get done, we had to do at night, after like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock until like 2 or 3 in the morning. But then our kids are waking up early, so it was either we don't get anything done and go to bed at a decent time, or we stay up late and we're tired the next day trying to keep up with our kids. So I had to cut the last part of the video short because my daughter started crying when I was trying to record. So we already dropped my son off at daycare. Now we're back at the house. I had lunch, and my goal for today is to get my 240 parked out in the driveway so I can get it out of the garage, get it out of the way, so I have more room in the garage to get things done. There's a lot of woodworking projects that I need to get done at the house, and I just don't have the room in here. So I'm going to get this parked in the driveway today. But in order to do that, there's a few things I've got to get done. So the last video I did, I put the dash in. As you can see, I had to take it out. There was an issue with my wiring. After I put it in, I found out there's a problem. So I had to take the dash out and take all the zip ties off, so I can get to my wiring and diagnose the problem. I'm pretty sure I got it fixed. So I'm going to clean it up, zip tie it back up to that pole, get my dash back in, and get my cluster back in. I also got to, zip tie some things back up. I got to get my fenders on, my hood on, and then the last thing I need to do is get car lifted up and put this bracket on the carrier bearing. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Alright, so I'm actually having to lift it up a little bit and put it on these dollies so I can get it up high enough to put a piece of wood on a jack and get to the subframe and jack it up from there high enough to get some ramps under the wheels. So that's what I'm doing right now. In order to get under it enough, I had to raise up the back. In order to do that, when I was raising it up, I noticed my wheels were wanting to try to roll off the ramp. So I strapped it down to the ramp, hooked it there, strapped it down so the front end wouldn't move. And then, I don't know if you see it, I added a couple jack stands. And then for extra safety, I just kept the jack under there with a little bit of pressure. So it's mainly sitting on jack stands, but if something happens to those, the jack's still under there, and then the front end's still lifted up. So you can never be too safe when crawling under the car. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get the carrier bearing bracket in. Alright, the 240 is officially out of the garage, and this is perfect timing. I got a package from Amazon, and it's the car cover. So I had to get basically a weatherproof, all weatherproof car cover because my car's not weatherproof. There's plenty of holes in it. The seals are bad, so if it rains, there's definitely going to get water in it. So the last things I need to do, I'm going to unhook the battery and bring it into the garage. I'm going to take my steering wheel out, and I'm going to go ahead and roll up the windows and then put this car cover on. This is the whole front, mirror, rear. Now I grab the other side.
Oh, okay.